Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be showing you how to make one of my favorite salmon dishes, so stay tuned and let me show you how. So to get started, you want to go ahead and cook your rice per your rice instructions. Just make sure to add some salt and a few tablespoons of butter just to make it extra creamy. And to get started with our salmon, you want to heat up a pan and also salt and pepper on both sides, you guys. And don't be shy about the salt. I know a lot of people sometimes are afraid to use too much salt, but believe me, if you're making it at home, it is so much healthier than going out to eat. And yeah, once you see that little bit of smoke, that means your salmon is ready to go in. As always, when placing your salmon in your pan, point it away from you. That way the oil does not splash back at you, especially since it is piping hot. So go ahead and put your salmon into the pan, and you guys do not touch them. Leave them undisturbed for about 4 minutes. And as you can see, that last piece gave me some trouble. Didn't want to go with his brothers and sisters, but I was finally able to get it in there. And about after 4 minutes, I did go ahead and flip it over, and you can see the doneness on the side of the fillets. If you look at it, the little white part, it starts rising up. So once it's in the middle, that means they are ready to turn. And so the salmon itself, it gives you cooking instructions. But yeah, also once they are done, trust me, they slide right off. So please don't be afraid to cook salmon in stainless steel or any other pan. So just go ahead and flip them over, and after 1 or 2 minutes, you will see that beautiful sear, and go ahead and remove them from your pan and set them aside. Now, do not worry about them getting cold, because they will come back to temperature once we add them to our sauce. But yeah, this is gonna be the beginning of our beautiful seafood sauce, because all those drippings from the salmon, it's all flavor, you guys. So do not switch pans. Do not clean that off. If you have a little bit of extra oil, feel free to take some out if you need to, but for the most part, you're good to go. I added about 4 tablespoons of butter, and as you can see, my heat was a little high right there, so I did turn it down a little bit just to make sure that it did not turn into brown butter. So always play with your heat, you guys, and go ahead and adjust. And then I added half of a yellow onion, very finely minced. Now you can use also white onion, and also if you have shallots, they are amazing in this. But yeah, go ahead and allow them to cook for about 3 to 4 minutes, which should turn them translucent or see-through. And you definitely want that to happen so that it is all flavor but no bite. So yeah, go ahead and stir it along until you see that they are translucent, and you guys already know the next step. For $100, who can guess what the next ingredient is? You guessed it, garlic. I added about 6 large cloves, very finely minced, because nobody wants, a big piece of garlic. And then with garlic, you guys, once it is fragrant, so once you can smell it, you are good to go to your next step. So just allow that to cook for about 1 minute. Then you can add your vino. When it comes to the wine that you use, you want to use a dry white, so that it is Sauvignon Blanc, some Chardonnay, and even Pinot Grigio. Just make sure that it does not have like a flavoring. And once that cooks down a little bit, you can go ahead and add your sliced cherry tomatoes. Now you can also add roasted tomatoes, but that does give it an entirely different taste. And because this is like a cheesier, thicker sauce, I like to add the cherry tomatoes, because you will get that bite of freshness with every bite. And go ahead and season just a little bit, because we are adding cheese later on, but you want to always salt your layers. So just use a little bit. We can always add at the end, but we cannot take it out. So go ahead and season. Then we can add our heavy whipping cream. And as always, you guys, the ingredients and the measurements that I use are going to be listed in the description box, which is that little arrow. If you press it, you will get to see the full list, and that is for your convenience, because I love you guys. So you want to go ahead and give that a very good mix. Make sure that that all your ingredients are very well incorporated. So just make sure you mix, and then we can move on to adding our spinach. And you guys just add the whole packet. Not only is spinach good for you, it adds also like the cherry tomatoes. It's gonna add that freshness. It's also the greens, you guys. It makes this dish look so beautiful, you know, like the Italian flag. You know, you definitely, people eat with their eyes, so you always want to make it a beautiful experience. Take those extra steps, and you know, it's a veggie, so it's good for you. Then we can go ahead and start adding our cheese. Now this part, you guys, you want to take your time, maybe lower your heat to a low, and then start adding it. Allow them to melt before you add any more. I added a little bit under a cup of Parmesan shavings, and yeah, always make sure that it is fully melted before you add a little bit more, and make sure that it is not too thick on you, because we do want to drizzle this, you know, this delicious, beautiful white sauce. So yeah, since we are at the step, we are almost done. So this is just your reminder to keep an eye on your rice or your pasta. You guys, this dish goes well with both, even mashed potatoes. And then you want to go ahead and give it your last final taste. First, salt. So this is your last chance before you add your salmon. Just give it a taste and just determine whether you need to add. I thought it needed a little pinch. So I added a little pinch of salt and also a little bit of that white pepper. And then I went ahead and I nestled in my delicious salmon. And I know I did tell you guys they're a little bit easier to move once they're cut slimmer, but they were giving me some trouble there. They wanted to break in half, but do what you gotta do. Get them in there. Get them in the hot, saucy bath. And then if there is any drippings in that bowl, you guys better add those in, because that is flavor. And yeah, you guys, I really hope that you guys give this a try. Go ahead and serve this while hot, and then if you need to, you can always add if you want to add basil or your extra cheese. And at this point, as you can see, my rice was ready. We are ready to plate. And yeah, you guys, I hope that you like it. So we're at the end, and I just want to thank you guys for watching. And if you're able to, please don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and leave me a nice comment, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.